Bum ba We exist. Part like 6. And we're actually streaming for once, which is insane. And I really hope that this is working, so I'm gonna double check my phone real quick. Cool beans. And looks like I got everything up and running. Boop. Cool. I am the big heckin' tired today, though. And we are big dummy tired, big dummy stupid right now. I literally told someone I worked from 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. when I meant to say I worked from 7 a.m. to 12. And the amount of times I had to repeat questions for everybody was insane. But it is what it is. I am big heckin' sleepy, but why don't we get back into game? I vaguely remember where I left off, vaguely don't remember where I left off. And I fixed it! You can see my cursor now, so I can actually point at things. And you can see them, and that'll be nice. What else? I met this really cool guy at work. Oh my goodness. Sorry, just me ranting while we get into this stuff. Anyways, no. So he's one of our coworkers. He's related to one of our coworkers somehow, right? And I was like, hey, my plant's dying. How do I fucking fix it? Uh-oh. There we go. Whoopsies. I was like, yeah, my plant's dying. How do I fix? And this man was able to give me like step-by-step instructions on how to fix the plant, and I've never been like more grateful for this random person. Anyways, I really don't feel like I have a lot of things to talk about right now, so I guess we just play game. But let's get back into it. Into our file, because we were talking to Fifi.
It's an illustrated book about birds.
It's been left open. Looks like somebody was halfway through reading it.
Or it was
Oh
left
yeah, I
Ever so
remember
slightly
us.
unnerving.
Yeah, I remember us looking at that. I have to talk to Fifi about everything right now.
I'm not sure. Soil samples?
Hey, Ben. We went through all of these. Okay.
What is your opinion of Tangle Tower?
Oh, it's impressive. Elaborate gardens, unique architecture.
Must be worth a fortune.
Why do you ask, Fifi?
I am the heir of the Fellow family and the Remington family. This makes me the sole beneficiary of Tangle Tower.
That's quite an inheritance.
They can't make you do anything, Fifi. If you don't want the house, just tell them. Or just sell it. Who cares?
You sound like her.
Aww.
I require facts. What do you know?
Well, we know Freya was stabbed with a knife, and then she fell.
Correction. She was stabbed with something. There was no knife found at the crime scene.
Apart from the one in the painting.
Which,
That's a
as
bird
a mere
feather.
abstract
Bird
representation,
feather.
does not count. Nobody has ever been stabbed by the concept of a knife.
Fair enough.
The statue itself does not interest me, but I do wish to know about those symbols on the harp. Have you deciphered their meaning yet?
We're working on it.
We are?
This belongs to Poppy. In fact, she owns a number of cassette tapes.
What happened to it, though?
It has been left underwater for an extended period of time.
Right, but why?
I do not know why. Curious. The red paint on the brush is not paint.
Yeah, it's
It is
blood,
blood.
right? Yeah.
Same for the palette.
So Freya added the blood to the painting herself?
Or blood got on the brush and palette some other way?
I do not know the answer. Freya is normally highly skilled at capturing someone's likeness, but in this painting, she has accidentally made Flora look quite young.
I think she was just being kind.
Why is that kind? Anyway, I'm far more interested in what Flora is holding. I performed the test on the red paint myself. I discovered that it was in fact not paint, but blood.
What made you want to test it in the first place?
It was Poppy. She told me she thought the painting looked like a bloody knife. I told her not to be ridiculous. My mother owns no such knife. But then I noticed that the color was slightly too dark, and the substance itself was overly viscous.
You noticed that just from looking at it once?
Of course. The gramophone belongs to Poppy, but I believe she gave it to my mother, and my mother often loaned it to Freya. Or maybe it is the other way around.
When did it get cracked?
I cannot pinpoint it exactly. All I know is that it must have happened sometime in the last
sorry,
2
that was a
days.
bigger bonk. The last 2 days it was cracked with the tape in it.
Is she laughing?
That
She's
belongs to my
nervous.
mother. I think she must be fond of eggs. There are a number of egg-shaped carvings to be found in the garden and in the Grand Hall.
Yeah, what's the deal with all the eggs?
Some people just like eggs.
I guess. Eggs
Fifi,
are
did you
weird, my
test the
guy.
red paint in this pot?
Yes, I did. I discovered it too was blood, not
See, I
paint.
knew it.
A whole pot full of blood?
Not a whole pot. It is only partially full.
Yeah, but still.
It's still blood.
Doesn't that freak you out?
No. In fact, it may be considered rather reassuring. The fruit here has a unique chemical makeup. It makes them completely pointless, unless you wish to cut it down and sell it as a precious stone.
It's not edible.
Depends
On what?
on the structural integrity of your teeth.
Damn.
That blade,
It's a troll for gardening.
it is. A wooden carving of my father, made by my father.
Hmm.
Although, now that I look at it, I do not understand how he was able to paint the red parts without any red paint.
Because he had the red paint.
It is a model of Freya,
Here it is.
made by my father.
A model of Flora, you mean?
And a man with a beard. And a little red and white creature.
Why would my father make a model of Freya? I believe Freya was attempting to communicate something through this painting.
Any idea what it was?
I am not the person to ask. All I see is a blood-red mountain with angry storm clouds brewing above it. As such, I cannot ascertain any meaning from it whatsoever.
Okay.
There is a drawing of me, a drawing of Detective Hawkshaw, and a drawing of Poppy and Fitz. This photograph is my favorite photograph.
So, why'd you rip it in half?
That was not me. Besides, it was not a half that was ripped off. It was only a third.
Ooh, damn.
Do you know who was reading this book?
It belongs to my mother.
And she left it in the library?
No, my mother has not been in the library for some time.
Okay. So I think we're good here. Let's go ahead and skedaddle skedoodle. Let's just finish up the rooms on this side and then move over to the other side of the tower. That teddy bear is so cute.
Suspect! Don't think you can get out being questioned just because you're a bear.
I'm innocent, I promise.
Save it for the judge.
Oh my lord. Okay. Let's start with this.
I don't know what that drink is, but I bet it's 99% sugar.
I'd read you the ingredients, but there's nothing written on the can.
That's even worse.
What's that big book on the desk?
Looks like something Fifi's been writing.
Is it a clue?
I hope not. It's just a bunch of notes about her microbiology experiments.
Okay.
What's that big book on the desk?
Oh,
Looks like it's just a bunch of notes about her microbiology.
It's a magnifying glass. A big one.
How come you don't have one of those?
Why? Because I'm a detective? Should I start smoking a pipe too?
damn.
You can pull off a pipe.
Crystal chandeliers. Extra fancy.
I don't know. They just seem old-fashioned to me.
They seem very
Plus,
out of
they're
place.
kind of dusty.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't look like something she would own.
Fifi's got something pinned up here.
What is all this?
What is it? Oh. So this is Fitz and Poppy. Flora goes to her... What's his name? Fuck. Oh, and the detectives. Okay, that's Penelope. That's Pointer, I think? And that's Hawkshaw? I think this is just supposed to start putting us in the direction of Pointer is working with Hawkshaw, question mark? Because the rest of these relationships make sense to me. This one just looks funky. Also math. No.
Did you notice who isn't on here?
Freya.
Freya?
Mm-hmm. And Fifi herself.
That's kind of weird.
A pretty ornate window with a great view of the lake.
We're supposed to be looking for clues, not assessing the real estate value.
And over here, you'll see the owners use sheets of paper to block out all that unnecessary natural light.
Oof. That's insane.
A simple trick, but it really transforms the space.
Okay. What's
It
this?
looks like a microscope. A big one.
This looks like the damn puzzle.
Can I touch it?
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, fucking
I'm
lord.
not sure this is a microscope.
Do I have to make the key? Is that what this is telling me? Oh. Oh, hold on. I have to get the key shape by making certain parts bigger or smaller. Okay, so that's like too small. This is too big. Can overlap pieces. Go there. Oh. No. It's too big now. Move you. Still too big. Oh, this is gonna get weird. Reset this bitch.
Reset the puzzle.
Let me try this again. Oh no. I bonked a couple of things. Oh, my back. Holy shit. Okay. So I don't know what to do with this one. Because I have to make these the same size somehow. Oh, okay. One part of the puzzle. Oh, was it really just this?
I guess that's
Ah,
For a
man.
lens, so they must each have a specific position.
So close. How am I supposed to get that piece? Try it out.
Nope.
You need to magnify different parts of the image.
Yeah.
Looks like you might need to overlap some of the lenses too.
I am. Just getting this one in the right position sucks ass. Maybe I can pull these over a little more. Ah! Woo! Wait, do the lenses matter?
That's the one.
Ah, my
Hey,
dumbass.
not bad.
What's in it?
Sounds like it unlocked.
Yeah, it's built on top of a little metal box. There's a book in here.
Ooh. Oh! well-used book resembling a diary. It's locked with this strange metal device. Okay. I think there's much more to see here.
Boxes of
Yeah.
stuff.
Let's... Hear me out. Let's take it straight to Fifi. Hear me out. Hear me out. I want her to... Because I know that she has to unlock it.
A book. My book.
And what's in it?
Pages. A book.
Sorry. I don't know how well that cancels that out. Okay, cool. So we've handled this side. Let's go ahead and start and work our way up from the bottom. I think this is Poppy's room because it's the music room.
Oh, whatever it is, it's playing a little trumpet.
Well, it is the music room. He's got to practice.
What's with all the broken glass?
That is a lot of broken glass. It looks like a wine glass. Shiny statue of a strange creature. It's just like the things in the garden. Hoarding a large horn. Noticeable crack running along the length. Inside the horn is... on the ground is various shards of cracked glass. Okay. Candles.
1 old wooden bookcase.
Yep.
25 dry old books.
Mm-hmm.
4 lit candles.
Yeah.
Am I the only one seeing the problem?
Good way to start a fire.
Smells like a forest in here.
Interesting.
Are they paper lanterns?
Oh no! Okay, so I'm gonna go.
Whatever they are, I like them.
Where are we at?
It's
20
like a little
minutes?
parade of floating spirits.
Sorry, I big sneezed. That was gross. Okay. I need to
Are
plug in the
they
headset
paper
real quick though,
lanterns?
so I might have to take a quick second.
Whatever they are, I like them.
We're only like 20 minutes in too. Sheesh.
It's like a little parade of floating spirits.
It is cute.
Who plays the violin, I wonder?
It's pretty dusty, so I'm guessing nobody.
Hey babe. Oh god.
Are you a ghost?
Sally! That's rude! Unless she is a ghost.
It may come as a disappointment, but I am alive.
Ah,
That makes you a suspect, I'm afraid.
I know.
what's your name?
My name is Poppy. I'm a pointer. And a pianist.
We'll need to ask you a few questions about Freya.
I know.
Hey, you're pretty good.
All in the wrist. And 13 years of dedicated practice. I'm just me. There's nothing to know.
How are you related to the other pointers?
My father is Percival Pointer. The professor spends most of his time hidden away in his tower. Barely speaks to anyone these days.
Okay.
Especially not the fellows.
Do you get on with the fellows?
2 of them. Fifi and Freya are my closest friends. We all turned 19 last year.
Do people ever leave Tangle Tower? I don't mean to be rude. It's just, if you're 19...
You don't have to answer that, Poppy.
It's a fair question.
Is it?
I'd like to move away. Definitely. Fifi, Freya, and I
Okay.
would often talk about it. Argue about it.
Argue about
Freya
it.
wanted to leave, but Fifi... Things are more complicated for her.
Okay.
What about now?
After what happened, I really don't want to stay here much longer.
Wouldn't blame ya.
3.5 hours of piano practice. Soon as I wake up. Same as always.
3.5. Does that not hurt your hands?
Sure.
And you do this in the music room?
No, I prefer to practice in my room. When I make mistakes, I like to make them in private.
What did you do after that?
I was supposed to meet Fifi in the library, but I totally forgot.
Oop.
When I finally got down there, she'd already gone. I checked her bedroom, but it was locked.
Was Fifi not in there?
No idea. She keeps her door locked either way. So I went back upstairs and out into the moonlight garden.
The what?
The little garden on the roof outside my room.
Was it just you up there?
No. Fitz came outside after a while. His room's on the other side. He's been teaching me about flowers.
So, did you talk to him?
Not really.
You ignored each other.
I didn't say that.
Okay, bitch, come on.
Fitz and I were up in the moonlight garden most of the afternoon.
Okay.
Then we heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds. I've been trying to decide how to describe it, but I'm struggling. It was like something drilling into a piece of metal, but
Oh.
different. Worse. I was pretty sure it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there to check. Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. I knew Freya and Flora were both supposed to be in there, so I made Fitz kick down the door. I went inside. Freya was lying on the floor.
Flora was in the room too?
Yeah. I think she realized what had happened at the same moment I did. I didn't know what to do, so I ran downstairs to get Fifi. Her door was still locked, but I knocked and shouted at her. Eventually she let me in.
Okay.
The lights were off, but I could see she'd already been crying. I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry. First time I've ever seen her angry. I dragged her out into the hall. My father was there too, for some reason. The three of us went back up to Flora's tower. Then Felix arrived. He had Penny with him. Fifi had this idea. She wanted to do some kind of scientific test. She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes. After she was done, she went back upstairs and I went back to my room.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay.
Needless noise from tongues expel, unless within the mouth they dwell. The spoken word, unfit for dealing with the shifting form of feeling. Stand unblinking in the face of taciturn and soundless space.
Oh shit, I forgot. She does this like, oh, sorry, that was probably loud. She does like poems for everybody. Also, give me 4 seconds here. I need to plug in the headset.